We have established by the burn a few hours ago the situation where we are returning to there, and we wanted to establish that.
All right, we're going to be able to take just a few more.
You said you could get 15 amps out of the LEM back into the command module. Is that sufficient to power up the optics?
Yes.
Do you think then you will use the CSM optics to try to
Yes.
get better angles?
We are writing a procedure and having one available to use the CSM optics either through the route I described or possibly even out of an entry battery on board the command module in order to possibly check the results of the program 52, which is the alignment program that the pilots will do when they go in the shadow of the moon. However, at this time, that possibility is exactly that. We are considering using that system or that technique to check the alignment results, and we have every confidence that the alignment itself, once we get in the shadow of the moon, will work out fine in the lunar module. And I should say one more thing about that 15 amps. If we really return at the end of the flight and find that we do have the electrical margin in the LEM, we can charge up the batteries in the command module, the entry batteries. One of them is down, I think, about 22 amp hours out of 45 or 50. We could charge that battery back up if we indeed found ourselves close to entry with a comfortable margin on the LEM power.
Okay, we're going to cross the front here, and Mary Bub had one, and Harry Pease, and
Well, at this point in time, where is your most serious concern to bring the crew safely home? Is it in what area of hardware or consumables, or in your opinion, where is the most serious area?
I guess the only way I can answer that is in the 70-some hours we have to go. I really couldn't pick anything that was more critical than anything else, but I think it's the time factor now that we're just going to have to watch and be sure that we continue to operate the vehicles in such a fashion that allows us to live and operate effectively that long in the lunar module, or else we're going to have to go in the command module and start using those batteries, which we don't want to do.
General Jones, can Iwo Jima reach the landing area, the 142-hour landing area, in time to meet them?
I'm not sure. Well, yes, we can reach the areas that have been mentioned in terms of planning. It is now somewhat south of that, but it'll move to now is moving toward a position which is, will about split the difference between the two landing areas that have been mentioned. Not the free return, not the free return area, but the areas in mid-Pacific.
I'm speaking of the one with a landing at 142 hours GET, which is something like 600 miles south of Samoa, as I plotted the coordinates.
Yes, it'll be able to reach that.
all right, Louis Alexander in the second row has been waiting.
Glenn, how fatigued are the astronauts, and how much rest are they likely to get?
Well, I guess you can tell as well as I from the sound of their voice. I think they've had a long day. This actually started to happen at about the end of their normally planned day yesterday or last night, and as everyone can tell, we've been working at a fairly busy pace since that time. We do have some sleep time or rest time scheduled for them, and I think they'll take advantage of that and continue to perform. I'm sure they'll be glad when the next burn, the one at 79.5 hours, is behind them, because that'll give them a little more opportunity to relax. And we'll just see how they sound as we go along, Louis.
This is going to have to be the last one. There's been a